All right, so before we move on to the next chapter, there's a few more derivatives I want to cover. Now, in this class, for the most part, we're going to be dealing with sine and cosine and the derivatives of sine and cosine, okay? And you really don't need to know too much more than that. As long as you know the derivative of sine is cosine, the derivative of cosine is negative sine, you're good for this class. But if you're going on to Calculus 2, you're going to need a few more derivatives under your belt. And that's the derivative of the tangent, the cotangent, secant, and the cosecant. Okay, so they're listed here. Now we actually, in the discussion questions for 913, you should have done I think we did the secant. And one of the homework problems is to derive the derivative of the tangent. But essentially, once you have those values, once you have those derivatives, you can just kind of add them to your repertoire of derivatives that you know. So in these next few examples, we're just going to be using these derivatives in addition to the chain rule and the product rule and the quotient rule. So you get a little more practice with using the chain rule and the product rule and the quotient rule as well. All right, so let's take a look at this first example here. We're asked to find the derivative of the tangent of 3x squared plus 2. All right, so we have an inside function and an outside function, right? The inside function is the tangent. All right, so we're going to apply the chain rule to this. We're going to use the chain rule. And the outside function, we'll just call that u, is the tangent of v. Tangent of v, where v is equal to 3x squared plus 2. All right, so remember how to use the chain rule. That's really all you have to do. And then you can refer back to this table to find the derivative of tangent. All right, so the derivative of this function is going to be the derivative of the outside function. Okay, but our outside function is tangent. So we go up here into the little box here, and we can find that derivative of tangent is secant squared. So we're going to get secant squared of the inside function. And I'm just going to leave it alone. The inside function is 3x squared plus 2. All right, but to apply the chain rule, I need to then take that and multiply it by the derivative of the inside function. So I'm going to multiply that times the derivative of 3x squared plus 2. That's my inside function. So I get 6x, derivative of 2 is just 0, so it's just times 6x. And there you go. We've got one of them done. I'll meet you in the next video for the next example.